Hi friends, welcome to Programming Languages for Civil Engineering Students channel. In this video, I will discuss some of the updates of RCC solutions. Okay, first enter the username, then again password, okay, then login, then congratulations, login successful. Then you can see here today in this video I will discuss slab design. Okay, click on this slab design. You can see here this is the 3D, okay, one story 2-bay structure. Okay, and I want to discuss briefly about load transfer mechanism of a building. You can see here the loads, the dead loads and live loads will transfer from slab to beams, and from beams to columns, and columns to footings, and from footing to foundation. Okay, this is the load transfer mechanism of a building. Okay, of a building. And if you want to know more about theory about slabs, then you can click on theory about slabs. You can see here this is the theory about slabs. And first definition of what is slab. Okay, slab are two-dimensional planar structural members whose thickness is small as compared to its length and breadth. Okay, anything whose thickness is very small as compared to its length and breadth, that is nothing but a shell. Okay, slab is nothing but a type of shell. Okay, commonly we use 8 mm or 10 mm dia bars are commonly used in slabs. Okay, before that there are two types of slabs. One is a one-way slab and two-way slab. Okay, one-way slab is aspect ratio greater than 2, that is nothing but one-way slab. In one-way slab the main reinforcement, okay, the main steel reinforcement is parallel to shorter span. Okay, you can see here shorter span. You can see here this is the symbol for one-way slab. Okay, means the load transfer mechanism will take place parallel to LX, that is a shorter span. Okay, you can see here load distribution diagram of one-way slab. Just you click on this, you can see you will get a pop-up window. In that you can see the load transfer mechanism will take place in one-way slab. Okay, half of the load will transfer along the LX. Okay, along the LX, half of the load will transfer in this side and half of the load will transfer in this side. Okay, where W, what is that load? The W is equal to small w into Lx by 2. Here small w is in kilonewton per meter square, whether it may be dead loads or live loads or other loads. Okay, this is the load transfer diagram of one-way slab. Okay, and we have to provide the main reinforcement, distribution reinforcement perpendicular to this main steel reinforcement, main steel. Okay, second slab is two-way slab. In two-way slab the aspect ratio, that is Ly by Lx, less than or equal to 2, then we can call it as a two-way slab. We can designate this two-way slab by using this symbol. You can see here. What is this? This is nothing but the load transfer in this two-way slab. The loads will transfer both shorter span length and the longer span length. Okay, let us see. Just you click on this load distribution diagram. This is the load distribution diagram of the two-way slab. You can see here. This diagram is present in IS 456 2000 clause number 24.5 figure 7 in IS 456 2000. Okay, you can see here there are two types of loading patterns. One load is trapezial load pattern, another is triangular pattern. The formula, the trapezial load formula is given by, you can see here, W is equal to small w Lx into 0.5 into 1 minus 1 by 3 c square. What is C is? Here C is nothing but aspect ratio, that is Ly by Lx. Similarly, for triangle load, W is equal to small w Lx by 3 kilonewton per meter, where small w is nothing but whether dead loads or live loads, the units kilonewton per meter square. Okay, this is the load transfer diagram of the two-way slab. Okay, let us begin. Okay, then close this. Then you can see here, note, enter the values only in yellow boxes. Okay, let us first type longer span length, that is 8. Okay, then 3. Okay, then you click on this, decide whether one way or two way slab. Okay, then design as one way slab. Then you will get a pop-up window like this. Then again you have to enter shorter span length 3. Okay, then 8, then grade of concrete, that is 20, and grade of steel 415, diameter of the main bar, that is 10 mm, diameter of the distribution reinforcement 8, and the live load is 2, and full floor finish load is 1 kilonewton per meter square, and the width of the support. Generally the slab rests on the wall or rest on the beams. Okay, you have to give the width of that beam or width of the wall. Okay, I am giving 300 mm. Then thickness of the slab, I am fixing it as 125. You can give from 100 to 150. General for practical purposes, they will fix the thickness of the slab like 100 mm, 125 mm, 150 mm, like this. Then you have to give the clear cover. Clear cover is 20 mm. Just you click on this start design. Okay, start design, provided thickness of the slab is thickness. Okay, what we have provided, the thickness of the slab 125 mm is sufficient. Okay, sufficient. Okay, then click. Then we got our design values. Okay, then you can see here, first we will discuss main reinforcement. Okay, main reinforcement always should be provided along the parallel to shorter span. Okay, you can see here you have to provide 10 mm at the rate of 235 mm center to center. Okay, we should not provide greater than 300 mm. Okay, then you have to provide the alternate bent up bars at the distance of 312.5 mm from the supports. Okay, from the supports alternatively you have to provide. Okay, then second one is distribution reinforcement. Here after designing we got 8 mm, we have to provide 8 mm at the rate of 335 mm center to center. This is the distribution reinforcement. This distribution reinforcement bars we should not crank, just we have to provide straight bars. Okay, the spacing limitations is we should not provide more than 450 mm center to center, 450 mm center to center spacing. We should not provide more than that according to IS 456. Okay, according to 456. And so this is all about design of one-way slab by using, or design of slabs by using Visual Basic 6. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching this video. Thank you.